Mark Lanier joins me now. Mark, first of all, you were the lead attorney for the plaintiff in the landmark social media addiction trial. Do you think these new safeguards from Roblox are enough?
No, I don't think they're enough. I think they are a good first step. Understand, I also represent the state of Arkansas in a suit against Roblox over these issues. So, fair disclosure, I'm involved in the litigation. But I think that Roblox is clearly in trouble over their past behavior, and I'm worried that this doesn't go far enough, even though it's clearly a help.
Mark, I'm not a lawyer. I don't pretend to be one, even on TV. But the point is, I do wonder about the responsibility of parents to keep the devices away from the kids, the devices which they're probably too young to be using.
Yeah, that's a great point. We live in an age, though, where children will have these devices in some way or another. We live in an age where a lot of schools want to see that kids have the devices. The kids need a phone to reach out to mom and dad to say, here I am, or I'm in trouble. These devices have become ubiquitous today, and they're ubiquitous with kids. Parents do have a responsibility. I do not ever want to take away from that. I urge all you parents, talk to your kids. Talk to them, know what they're doing, know how they're doing, and that extends then to what they're doing with games and other platforms.
Yep, and get a phone without internet connections. They still have them. Mark, Florida is suing TikTok. The state's attorney general claims the social media platform is violating Florida's child safety law. Does Florida have a case here?
Yeah, I think they do. Florida's got some pretty rigid child safety laws that they've passed about ages that children are able to get on. And you'll find TikTok is not even doing what Roblox is doing. I think that was the Roblox challenge that the spokesperson put out just a few minutes ago. Let's have others follow suit.
Right.
TikTok, importantly, doesn't provide the protection in America that they do overseas. And that's one of the real sticklers there. They will have to do better protection in China, for example, than they have to do here for the children. And I think the Florida AG case has legs.
Well, by the way, TikTok did respond to Fox, telling us that Florida's lawsuit, TikTok is built with safety at its core, with more than 50 present safety and privacy settings for teens and easy-to-use tools for parents. We've been engaging constructively and in good faith with the AG and have notified users under 14 in Florida that their accounts will be suspended. We are continuing to update our platform in Florida in response to state law. We're evaluating the state's complaint and are prepared to defend our strong record on minor safety, end quote. So, Mark, the Florida Attorney General also filed the country's first state-led lawsuit against OpenAI. He says CEO Sam Altman uses deceptive practices which actively harm Floridians. Do you expect more states to follow Florida's lead?
I know for a fact more states are, and hopefully, you go back to the statement that was just made by TikTok. They say we will be doing this. They should have already done this, and the same is true with OpenAI. It should already be done. Don't tell me you've got safety at your core. Put safety at your core.
Mark Lanier, OpenAI responded to Florida's lawsuit. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. In a statement, the company said, quote, losing a child is the most devastating tragedy that can happen to a family, and we know that no words can come close to addressing the pain of such a loss. AI is a new and powerful technology, and we believe minors need significant protection, which is why we have put in place industry-leading protections and policies. In particular, we built safety for minors directly into our products, including a more protective experience specifically for minors, an age prediction tool defaulting users whose age we are not confident into our more protective experience, and giving parents tools to monitor their kids' use of AI. We know pointing to this work will not bring a child back, but we are committed to getting this right, end quote.